Hi, my name is Suzanne Mondoux, and I'm the author of Anuk, a Book of Words. We're on day 24 of the reading for 30 days. And Anuk Book of Words is the second book in this series, The Adventures of Anuk, the first lead. So Anuk Book of Words, they are both available on Amazon. So we'll continue on day 24, and thank you for your participation. Their story does not end there, said Aya. Aya stepped off the chair. She walked back to the window. Her eyes looked out at the beings gathering around the table. It's time, asked Anuk. It's time, asked Anuk. I had not expected graduation day to end like this. I had looked forward to a different ending of the day. As they say, expect the unexpected. I wonder if I shall ever see my home again. Aya walked over to the door. One last reminder. Know the part you play in this world, Anuk. Anuk was right behind her. She gave a glance down at the book of words in her hands and walked out of her dwelling at a peaceful pace. But Anuk thought Aya looked unusually distracted by her own thoughts, almost as if she was keeping a secret too heavy to bear on her own. The moon's beams shined down onto the round table, and the beings' figures appeared one by one around the table. Anuk stepped into the light next to Aya and Noga on her right. So this is the end of chapter 1, and we'll continue with chapter 2. Chapter 2 is learning to read. The chit-chat amongst the beings did not die down overnight or the next morning or for days to come. Talk of the first reading from the Book of Words rang throughout Rose Island, surrounding islands, and in the sea. At every trophic level, it was the story of the season, and eventually this momentous event became another historic juncture recorded by the poets for generations to come. But in the meantime, the general concern in the region was that Rose, like all other human beings, had always been rather seen as curious beings, had possibly made an error in judgment on how to read the Book of Words, and had taught her errors to Noga. He must have undoubtedly read the Book of Words incorrectly and fallen into his own wild and adventurous imagination as he went on reading. The beings desperately hoped their theory was correct. If only that were true, if only that clairvoyant human beings and Shire had been wrong, perhaps Anuk would dedicate her life to other Assisi duties and remain safe on Rose Island, they thought. Indeed, she at once began her lessons on how to read the Book of Words. She refused to waste any time, and that evening at the Round Table Council, lessons began, which she called lingua classes. But the study of this new language and its structure, including the study of grammar, syntax, and phonetics, and everything else Noga, Rose, and Shire taught that evening, was to say the least exhilarating and rewarding for the beings. So this is the end of day 24 for the reading, Anuk Book of Words, and we're going to continue tomorrow with day 25. My name is Suzanne Mondoux, and thank you for your participation.